Most people agree Zuckerberg has the edge in the upcoming Sin City showdown. But is there anything Musk can do to slip through the Zuckerbot's jiu-jitsu fortifications to deliver his signature knockout blow? Let's check out 4 famous fights to see if we can produce any pointers. It's 1863 and the 3rd day of Gettysburg, a battle that happened when General Lee invaded the North looking for shoes because his army's feet were barer than my date night calendar. The Yankees sent General Hooker, no relation to the ladies of the evening, as it turns out, and his Army of the Potomac to put an end to the loafer larceny. Lee, who was still grieving for his one true love, Stonewall Jackson, ordered his picketers to charge the Union line across a flat, 3/4 mile field, 1,200 meters for you non-moon landing folk, with no cover. Seeing the picket line approaching, the Union waited for the Confederates to get close, then unloaded on them with cannon canister shot, clearing that field like Germans making Lebensraum. The strike was broken, and the North carried the day. Bet Musk feels conflicted here. He hates seeing a Union win, but he loves strike breaking. In 1804, Big Apple businessman and former Treasury Secretary Alexander Hamilton decided to deal Vice President Burr more low blows at a dinner than my ex when she left me. Not one to take this repeated hammering on his back, unlike my ex, Aaron Burr told Hamilton to meet him in the nearest lawless wasteland for a duel, which turned out to be New Jersey. Even though dueling was illegal, both men brought literal judges to be their seconds and watch the proceedings. Despite what he kept repeating in his musical, Hamilton unreservedly threw away his shot, shooting a tree behind Burr so he wouldn't be considered a birderer. Burr, less concerned with such perceptions, shot that nut in the gut. Hamilton died 31 hours later. In spite of the witnesses, Burr was never charged, because the rules don't apply if you have enough loot in the boot. The year is 1974, and it's time for the greatest to rumble in the jungle with Big George. Ali is the 4-1 underdog against Foreman, who's knocking people out like Russian hostages in a theater. Ali leans against the ring's ropes to allow them to absorb some of the energy, and, channeling my ex, lets Big George hammer away on him until Big George finished and got tired. Taking advantage of George's refractory period, Ali floated forward and stung like a bee, causing Foreman to have an allergic reaction to Ali's hands and sending him to the canvas. George tried to get up, but stumbled around much as my dad did when he was looking for me with his belt, and Ali was declared the winner. Now let's rewind to 180 AD. As shown in the documentary Gladiator, Emperor Commodus is about to face off with Maximus Decimus Meridius, father to a murdered son and husband to a murdered wife, and really wanting vengeance in this life or the next. Commodus knows he isn't as proficient as Mad Max, so before the fight starts, he stabs Max in the back harder than my friends did to me when they found out my ex was single. In their defense, she had great personalities. Anyways, so Commodus and Maximus get up in the Colosseum and start dancing, and because Commodus was more pathetic than that Russian coup, Maximus kills him. However, and this is key, Maximus still dies. So what key takeaways from these acclaimed confrontations can help Musk zap zany Zuck? First, Musk needs to find some way to damage Zuck before the fight to level the playing field. Pour water on him, throw some magnets at his processing unit, expose him to ionizing radiation, I don't know, he's a robot. Be creative. Next, a flat open field between Musk and Zuck is to Zuck's advantage because he's got the big guns. Musk needs to find some chairs from the audience, maybe a ladder or something, to throw in Zuck's way and keep Zuck off balance. Next, with Zuck damaged, he should be bleeding power pretty quickly throughout the fight. Find a way to rope-a-dope him, like hiding behind the ropes, spectators, or climbing up the wall, if it's actually a cage match. As he's made of metal, Zuck will use more energy pursuing Musk than Musk will running. Finally, when Zuck's battery is low, don't be a pansy like Hamilton. Musk should unleash the walrus and go for the fatality. Musk, if you're watching this, don't get any ideas about firing canister shot at picket lines. That's not the moral of Gettysburg. If you enjoyed this video, show me some love by liking, commenting, and subscribing. It really helps the algorithm overlord bestow me with gifts. If you didn't like it, because you thought it didn't hit the spot, or because you're my ex, please let me know why in the comments below.